This reality rewards people for keeping other people in line in the worst ways possible. As someone who doesn't hide emotion, like it's pretty difficult for me to hide emotions, though if I practiced, I'd probably be really good at it. I don't want to, though. To experience this reality with your own preconceived ideas of what you think people are and how people behave and how you think they should behave because you behave a certain way sets you up for massive failure. You could call it being sheltered. You could call it the default sort of the default state of a sentient being, or at least a sentient human, because there are humans who are not sentient, I guarantee you. But even then, people are just rewarded for either keeping you in line or shunning you and exiling you. Whatever it is they need to do to stay within the good graces of whoever the fuck it is they think that they're acquiescing to. To call somebody crazy, insane, is probably the worst. One of the worst, if not, in fact, it is the worst thing you could tell another person. Because what does that mean? Your brain doesn't work like mine, and it works in a worse way than mine. Right? When you call somebody crazy, and I think the word crazy is worse than insane. Insane and delusional. I think the words insane and delusional do have some utility. But the word crazy or even weird, those are the ones which get to you. Those are the ones which make you wonder what the fuck it is you're seeing that's just so unbelievable to other people. I just watched a video, like an investigative video about soft white underbelly. You know that channel that basically interviews like drug addicts, prostitutes, pretty much homeless people, right? And I was so horrified, so pissed off, just enraged at that story. The woman's name was Amanda Rabb. I might link the video below so you can check it out. It genuinely distressed the fuck out of me that something like that actually, it is literally like, even Black Mirror could not come up with something so fucking morbid like that. We have to walk around on this fucking planet and save our outrage for after the fact, basically. We that's the only time we're outraged is after the fact, right? The only fucking time that people, are just thrust into action is literally after the thing that happened was the thing that was going to happen and was happening in front of them finally happened. That's when they get mad. And even then, for a good portion of them, they're not really there to do shit. They're just there to be seen. They're just there to be seen complying and just being a good active citizen, or I don't even know what to describe. Like just being an active participant, basically, like a participation award. That's what they're there for. They're there for the sake of it. They're not actually there to get anything meaningful done. Shaming tactics have become the norm. You couldn't really blame somebody in the 16th or 17th century for shunning you, or maybe like your family or whatever for shunning you. Okay, yes, you could, yes. But mind you, the state and the church above them was pretty much going to reprimand them for not exiling you and shunning you, right? Today, though, depending on where you live, I guess that's still the case right now. But let's just say, in a Western country or a place where religion is there, but it's not necessarily like a strong cultural force like it used to be. There's no incentive for shaming tactics other than just for you to stay in the in crowd, to never be perceived as external to the in crowd. People develop shaming tactics to divert attention away from their own inadequacies. When people talk about how overpopulation is a problem and all these other human associated problems are problems, I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but you get what I mean. When you say overpopulation is a problem, and you propose that, hey, maybe, just maybe, we should stop having fucking children. Stop fucking. Literally stop or just get a vasectomy and then keep fucking. Or get your tubes tied and then keep fucking, right? No. Right? That takes away the thrill of it. I'm like 27, turning 28. So I've been on the internet. Okay, I didn't really get a laptop till I was like 17, 16, around there. Or a phone, really. But I have obviously, been in internet culture to some degree before that. But up until then, let's say for the past 8-9 years, like I've been on some strange corners of the internet. And it's basically just the internet that is accessible to most people, right? I don't even know how to dig in to whatever other corners that might be. I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to be there. It seems like a dark alleyway in a really dangerous area in the middle of the night kind of thing. But I learned that breeding kinks were a thing. And humanity's biggest fetish is the fucking breeding kink. This is why antinatalism is like like shoving a bitter pill down these people's throats. They instantly regurgitate it because it's like, ew, no, that's gonna get in the way of my breeding kink. Why would I contemplate something like that? They get so offended at being called breeders, but they don't get offended at being told they have a breeding kink. Do you see the lapse in logic? You literally get off to this shit. But when it's like calling a carnivore a meat eater. Right? Not even a meat eater, let's say. You could indirectly say they're funding murder, right? They don't want to be reminded of it. Like if you ever grew up on a farm or in sort of farm environment or in a place where like you pretty much had to slaughter animals, well, not had to, but like, it was just a thing you did, you kind of do know it's murder, right? Because maybe murder is only really seen in relation to humans, but even so, you call somebody what they are, and they will deny it in front of your face what they are. Humans are the most blame or accountability avoidant mammals that have ever existed. With great sentience comes a great ability to avoid accountability or blame, right? Who wants to take the blame on something, let me say fault avoidant, right? That's pretty neutral, right? You know if something's your fault. You know if something is not your fault. You know if it's intentional or unintentional, right? Something could be your fault, but unintentionally, right? We can't admit to our own intentions. But when you see somebody or when you hear somebody who can, it's a threat to you. It's an instant threat. So they call you bitter. They say who hurt you. They say, you touch some grass. I agree. A lot of people should fucking touch grass, right? But that's not going to change anybody's material condition. More so, that's not going to change their state in this fucking hellscape. People love to attack the ones who are trying to disengage. All right, that's my next video. I have in the past gotten the uncontrollable urge to just literally withdraw, just escape, just isolate myself. And let me tell you, it is destructive. It is self-destructive. It is destructive in general. Especially when you're still trying to fit into the NPC paradigm, it is self-destructive. That's when you lose control of your actions. And when you do that, you become a liability to yourself and to the people around you. Our sentience is a huge curse to us. Because if we can't fix what's around us, we have to subjugate what is around us. That's what humans do best. If we can't coerce whatever it is that's around us, we must subjugate it. And to our level of sentience, we have fetishized it so much that we don't think the universe would still go on without it. It's better to have everybody believe in a bullshit illusion than to just pull the plug. Antinatalists commonly get told that they want to like genocide the whole world or something like that, or just very immature arguments, right? I'm sure there's some who do, and I find them kind of unhinged, right? We are already dead. We're already dead. We're basically performing necromancy on each other. We're performing necromancy on humanity. Humanity was dead on arrival. There's nothing you're genociding here, because what is it exactly that we're perpetuating that doesn't involve the insanity of the push and pull and the tug of war? Why not never have to start the tug of war in the first place, or the push and pull? It's crazy to me how the reality police have no sense of reality at all.